We are driving on the S5 expressway from Poznan to Gniezno, the first capital of Poland. It will take us around 40 minutes to travel the distance of 60 kilometers between the two cities. 1,000 years ago, this route took far longer. The path was dotted by forts erected every 20 kilometers, for that was the distance that a horse-drawn cart could travel in one day. The magnificent castle town of Lednica was located on an island. The only means of accessing the settlement were two bridges, over 600 meters long and 6 meters wide. The high road connecting Gniezno and Poznan went through this town. During the 10th century, it was a masterpiece of engineering. You are made aware of the sheer size of the construction only after seeing the bridge poles that are on display at the Ostrów Lednicki Museum. The rulers of the Piast dynasty kept the road network well maintained. In Konin, in the Wielkopolska province, there is a stone post that dates to 1151. It is the oldest Polish road sign and was erected by the Prince Piotr Dunin. It marks half the distance between Kruszwica and Kalisz. And how did the roads look back then? More emphasis was put on security than maintenance and repair. The engineers of the past did not have good means of hardening the roads. In damp areas, fascine or wooden bales were used to make the route last longer. This methodology was the same all over Europe. The Wielkopolska province had the best road network in medieval Poland, but it was the route that connected Kraków to Sandomierz that would be forever remembered in history. The state road number 79 runs the same as the ancient path from the 10th century. Ibrahim Ibn Jakub took that route 1,000 years ago, and he provided a detailed description of it. Well, as we know, travel broadens the mind. History keeps on trucking, and at least the roads keep getting better, but we will talk about that in the next episode. The development of roads contributed to the development of towns and states. Poland in the 15th century was a country that remained at the forefront of contemporary Europe. One of the more enlightened characters of the Polish Enlightenment was Jan Ostróg, governor of the Wielkopolska province. In his treatise, he advocated building of a wide road with lanes in two directions, as well as the introduction of medians and greenbelts in order to reduce the amount of head-on collisions. You could say he was the forefather of today's highways. The time of the Jagiellonian dynasty was a time of prosperity in our country. It was a time of constructing roads and taverns. The first bridge on the Vistula, in the city of Torun, was built back then. Warsaw was the second city where a bridge over the Vistula was built. The construction began in 1568 on the orders of King Sigismund August. This Gothic gate separated the bridge from the wooden buildings of the new town in case of a fire. The bridge was around 500 meters long and 6 meters wide. For its time, it was a marvel of engineering. A document detailing the rules of the road was also drawn. Other cities followed Warsaw and Torun. More bridges on smaller rivers started being constructed. In Grodno, a wooden bridge over the Niemen River. The author of this carving from 1575 must have made a mistake and turned the river around. Better now. Today, at the site of the former wooden bridge is a so-called Old Bridge. Poland at the time of the Jagiellonians was one of the biggest countries in Europe. One of the greatest challenges was to create roads connecting the most important cities of the Commonwealth of Poland and Lithuania. The road network expanded east and north.